Is Isaac. I am from New York City, and this is my final project, Habit. It's a web-based application that allows a user to record the activities he or she does daily, and it will present that information graphically for different insights for the user. So this is the main page, and I have my motto here: know more, grow more, gain real insights from everyday data. And so when you first come to this page, you don't have an account, you hit Let's Get Started, and it brings you to the register page where you can fill in your basic information. So you put in your first, your last name, you give a username, a password, and hit register. And so when you first sign in, you're welcomed by this statement here. It's welcome, and this is custom so that it fits to the name of the user. And you're greeted by this home page, which has some information about the site, some of the perks and the benefits of this site. And it reads, you don't have any habits logged yet. So you come here and you click this button, and it takes you to the log page where you can start entering your information. And so for each activity you complete, you'll give the name of the activity, the date that you completed it, the amount of time you spent completing the activity, and then how you felt based on that activity while performing that activity. And you hit add habit, and it says habit logged, and you have that recorded in your database. So you can enter in as many habits as you would like, how many activities as you'd like on a given day. And this is a journal entry. May put good. And then do one more, working the same day. And all of that will be logged. And so now when you go back to the main page, you see that it's displaying this graphic. And so this is the first graphic of 3 that I've put into this website. This first graphic is a bar chart, and it's made with Chart.js through JavaScript, and it tells you your top 3 all-time habits. I've entered 3 activities, so here are the top 3, and it also tells you which habit you spent the most time doing. And so since you've joined, you spent the most time studying because that is the most amount of hours for one activity. And just to show you a little more, if you use a site a little longer, you log more activities, the site produces a bunch of different graphs. And so the first one here again is that now it says top 5 because I've had more than 3 activities, so it's showing all my top 5, and it's saying since I've joined, I've spent most of my time coding. The next chart here is a daily average tracker. So this chart will take in the average mood. So that's the 1 to 5 scale that, as you log habits, you log that mood. And for each day, it'll give you the average of your moods. And this chart is a line graph that shows how you're feeling over the course of 7 days, so the past week. And it'll tell you, over the past 7 days, your average mood was a 3.67 out of 5. And so this is the average of those averages. And then the last graph here is a donut chart, and this just shows the correlation between your top activity, so the one you spend the most time doing, and your moods. And so you'll see in this graph, it outlines the amount of times that mood was recorded for the activity. So I've 1 3, 4 4s, and 2 5s, and then it'll tell you the average of those moods. So it's while coding, while you're doing your favorite activity, your average mood was a 4.14 out of 5. And right here at the bottom, let's log more habits, and it takes you back to this log page. Also very cool, you can see a history of all your activities. So this is just a basic table that tells you, the activity you were doing, the time you spent, and the date you recorded it, and it'll go back as far as you've been logging habits on the site. And so that was Habit. I hope you enjoyed.